Welcome back to News Watch 12 this morning. We're going to turn it over to Storm Watch 12 meteorologist Josh Coburth over in the Weather Center. Josh, obviously we have two big wildfires in our area, lots of smoke, hot temperatures. I mean, that's just summer in Southern Oregon, but we have some critical fire weather. Yeah, unfortunately, and keep in mind that we haven't had any fires in Siskiyou County yet. So we're waiting for that first big one to break out, or maybe it just never happens and we can all consider ourselves very, very lucky. But with that in mind, we do have more critical fire weather today for Northern California as the fuels there are critically dry. And I'll show you just how dry some of those fuels are coming up a little bit later in the show. Current temperatures this morning feeling pretty nice out there, a little bit chilly to the east of the Cascades with 40s, but 50s and 60s for our west side valleys and middle 50s along the coast there in Curry County. We'll take it back to the Rogue Valley where if you want to have a pool day for today, well, the weather is going to end up being pretty nice. It'll definitely be warm enough for a pool day, and the air quality is actually going to be pretty nice once we head into the middle to late afternoon as winds are going to come out of the northwest, and that will clear a lot of the smoke out of the valley. So I think the big thing that you need to keep in the back of your mind for today within the valley, if you're going to be outside, would be the water and the sunscreen, because the UV index is going to be way up there. But highs today will actually be a little bit below average again, which means we'll be in the mid 80s to the east of the Cascades, low 90s for west side valleys, and middle 60s along the coast in Curry County, where of course will be a little bit cooler due to the marine layer. But the marine layer should clear a little bit later today, meaning we should see a decent amount of sunshine along the coast. Remember, the smokiest conditions will be downwind to some of the area fires, including in southern Curry County and in eastern portions of Klamath County. Winds today mainly gusting out of the north and west, upwards of 20 to 30 miles per hour, with some of the fastest wind gusts being along the coast. And then for tonight, with the winds coming out of the north and west, that's going to put a lot of the smoke from the Bedrock Fire into Lake County, and then smoke from the Flat Fire into southern Curry County, and then down into Del Norte County. Overnight lows will feel pretty nice, pretty similar to what we're seeing for this morning, with 40s to the east of the Cascades, near 60 for west side valleys, middle 50s along the coast in Curry County. And over the next few days, I think we're just going to go through the same cycle of smoke, ebbing and flowing. Temperatures, you can see, staying just a little bit below average for this time of the year, although it does look like we'll warm things up and temperatures will surge a little bit into the beginning of next week, but still either at or just a little bit below average. But it's still hot, it's still dry, meaning that fire weather impacts will be critical through Sunday at the very least. And we're now putting a lot of emphasis on Thursday, because now it's Thursday that's looking like it could be one of the windiest days over the next 7 days. Matt and I will be keeping a very, very close eye on it. Here's a 7-day forecast for the coast. We'll have some hazy conditions over the next couple of days at the very least, especially to the south of the Flat Fire in Curry County, with winds coming out of the north. For Siskiyou County, it'll just be a little hazy over the next couple of days, but of course we're concerned about those critical fire weather impacts. No formal red flag warning as of yet, but again, that's something else that Matt and I will be tracking very closely. For the Klamath Basin, we'll see some of the thicker smoke in Lake County due to the Bedrock Fire. Not as much in Klamath County, but of course, if we get another fire, if the winds shift a little bit, all that could change. For the Cascades and Siskiyous, we'll see the same cycle of hazy skies, just kind of ebbing and flowing. And then for the Rogue Valley, we'll have haze in the mornings, then clearing out in the afternoons with those northwesterly winds.